Hi, and welcome to Just Another Monday with Connie. Today, our topic is going to be number one weighted yarn. So, if you're here, please leave a comment in the chat. Let me know what you how you're doing today and what you've been working on. We have Vicky that joined us. Hi, Vicky. How are you doing today? And what are you working on? Give a little bit for everybody to get here. The first 15 minutes of the live, we're going to basically, greet people, chit chat, and then at about 11:45, we'll get into the topic, which is number one weighted yarn. Let's see. But yeah, not too much is going on today here. Last night I finished testing Crystal, the Yorny Chicken and Crazy Cat Ladies, Max the Mortian pattern. So today I'm going to be working on Bag O Day's Love of My Life shawl. Hopefully I can get that finished. I'm hoping next week I'll have that finished. I don't know. For some reason, that show's taking me longer. Let's see. We have Diane and Spring here. How are y'all doing today? And what are y'all currently working on? Um, but yeah, I have some jokes for y'all today. The first joke is, how do knitters get more fiber in their diets? They go to their local yarn shops. Oh, hi, Samantha. How are you doing today? And what are you currently working on? So, my next joke for y'all is, why did the yarn not leave the party? And it's because they were having a ball. Hi, Anvita. How are you today? And what are you working on? And Colleen, how are you? And the last joke I have for y'all is, why are knitters and crocheters such good storytellers? And it's because they know how to spin a good yarn. I thought those were some cute jokes. I hope y'all enjoyed them. I'm gonna wait till about 11:45 before we get into the topic of number one weighted yarn. Right now, we're just gonna kind of chit chat. Anyone have plans today? Who's gonna be doing some crocheting, some knitting? Yeah, after I finish my live, I need to do my row on my temperature blanket. Then I'm gonna work on the Bag O Day Love of My Life shawl. Colleen says she's doing good. Coffee in her cup, a shirt on her hook. Awesome. Yeah, I had 2 cups of Starbucks today already. And let's see, Spring's gonna do form work with me. You want me to come help you, Spring? I'll get distracted with all the animals. And she says, with you in my pocket. Oh, I get it now. You're gonna have your phone in your pocket so you can listen. Okay, Diane says been working on a shawl. And Vita likes the jokes also. Vicky says I'm good. I'm working on a bod tip scale stitch blanket. Yeah, she has such beautiful patterns. It's like she is so creative. And I mean, and it's like it seems like every week she has a new pattern. But yeah, Allie's been something else today. Sophie had passed like right in front of her, and Sophie was still too close around Allie. So I go to pass, and Allie lashes out. Like, I mean, she paws, at my shoe. I'm like, good thing I wasn't barefoot. She gets in her little moods, her. Let's see. And Vita says, I'm knitting a shawl right now. Ooh, awesome. And Spring says, tonight I start recording my shawl crochet along videos. Awesome. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to be doing my crochet Tuesday video, and I'm going to y'all going to get to see my finished Max the Martian. But mine's more girly looking, so you might want to call her Maxine. But yeah, I finished that alien last night. It's too cute. And Crystal did a fabulous job on that pattern. She really did. Um, so y'all gonna get to see that tomorrow. Let's see. I do want to remind y'all that for picture videos, next week is going to be number 2 weighted yarn. So if y'all made anything with number 2 weighted yarn, get y'all pictures in for next week's live. Then the 15th will be the finished projects video. So make sure y'all submit pictures if y'all finished any projects lately. Then um the 20th, um I'm losing my train of thought. Sorry. On the 20th, the Southern Crocheters will be doing their live, and it's going to be on Barbara's channel this month. And we're asking people to submit pictures of their yarn stash, or like pictures of maybe some of y'all favorite yarn. And then August 1st, I will be doing a theme video where y'all can submit pictures of any gloves or mittens that y'all have made in the past. So those are videos that y'all can or lives that y'all can submit pictures to. Okay, Diane, I hope you have a good day. But yeah, so that's what's going on with picture videos. Then if y'all don't know, I have my giveaway going on. It's going to be going on for the month of July. So if y'all haven't checked that out, go check that out. I think that pretty much is everything that's going on. I always feel like I'm forgetting something. Let's see. I guess we'll go ahead and get started. It's not quite 11:45, but we'll go ahead and get started on things. So like I said, today we're going to be talking about number 1 weighted yarn. And I am curious, have y'all ever made anything with number 1 weighted yarn? Let me know in the comments. Oh, hi Amanda, how are you doing today? And what are you working on? So this is number 1 weighted yarn. And y'all can't really see it as good. It blends in too much. Let me find another piece that's brighter. See, that's how thin the number 1 yarn is. And I'll show you some other ones too. And one thing I love about number 1 weighted yarn is all the beautiful hand-dyed yarn. See, and this is another one. Oh, that one blends in with my finger too much. Let's see. And see, this is some other hand-dyed yarn. Oops, let me take my green screen off. Give me just a minute. Okay, so y'all can see that better. And then this is sock yarn, which is what's recommended for making socks. Because the thing with socks is you want something that's going to be durable because socks get a lot of wear and tear. And what's let's see. And usually what they do to make it more sturdier is achieved by blending sheep wool with nylon and or slightly felting the thread. That way it's stronger. Let's see. Amanda's saying I'm still sleepy but awake nonetheless. Yeah. It's one of those days for me too. Let me put my green screen back on. Okay. And let's see. And Vita says, I absolutely love working with number one weighted yarn. Most of my projects are in this. Yeah. And I think number one weighted yarn is beautiful. I love the projects made with it. Now, if you've never used it before, it does feel like you're grabbing nothing. And you might get hand cramps. I know I did the first time that I used it. I got a lot of hand cramps. But number one weighted yarn, it's super fine yarn, and it's also referred to as sock yarn, fingering yarn, or baby yarn. And the recommended hook size is 2.25 to 3.5 millimeters. Now, with knitting, the needle size that's recommended is 2.25 to 3.25 millimeters. And lightweight yarn, it's typically used for baby items, sock patterns, or shawls. And y'all going to get to see a lot of socks and shawls when I show you the pictures that was submitted. You will see a few other things, but it's mostly socks and shawls. And lacy items often fall under this category since this yarn works best for creating delicate pieces. And it's commonly worked at a gauge of 6 to 8 stitches per inch on a US 2 to 4 needle. And fingering yarn, typically it's 360 to 480 yards per grams. And it's typically a 4-ply yarn. So I'm going to go ahead and let y'all see now the pictures of everyone's makes that they submitted using number one weighted yarn. So let me pull up that video. didn't everyone that submitted pictures make such gorgeous items? I mean, that's just so much talent, and I hope those that video helped inspire y'all, give y'all ideas of what all you can make with number one weighted yarn. Um, so does anyone have questions to do with number one weighted yarn? If you do, please feel free to ask. Y'all can either ask in the chat, or those that are going to be watching the replay, y'all can ask in the comment section. Yeah, beautiful, huh, Spring? And I don't know, there's something about number one weighted yarn. I just love how it works up. And it's just the makes are gorgeous. I love the socks. I love shawls made with that weighted yarn. And the detail, and I find it tends to work up better with knitting, and that's my opinion. Y'all might have a difference of opinion, but I just I just think it's gorgeous. Let's see. And Vita says, "Oh my, what lovely projects by everyone. Spring, I am blown away by your pretty works." Yeah, Spring is so talented. And Amanda says, "Wow, so much talent." Like I said, lots of talent. And another thing too, does anyone have any like helpful tips or information when it comes to number one weighted yarn, with working up number one weighted yarn? Like I said, I do find, if you're not familiar with it, you probably will get hand cramps. My advice is do hand exercises. That usually helps with it. But I find once you get used to it's not hard to work with. And of course the stitches are a lot smaller. So it'll take you longer to finish a project using number one weighted yarn. Hi Michelle, how are you doing today? And what are you currently working on? Yeah, hopefully it does give people a lot of ideas with the pictures I just showed. Um so I'm gonna start sharing some patterns with y'all, and these are different ideas and stuff with things that you can make with number one weighted yarn. And all the pattern links are in the description box of today's live. And there's going to be both crochet, knitting patterns. Some patterns are going to be paid for patterns, some will be free. So we're first going to start with free sock patterns that are knitted. And let me pull it up. Okay, the first one is called Socks for Bear, and it's by Tanya Williott. And this one, it is meant for toddlers, but it does say it's easily adaptable to different foot sizes. But I think these are cute. And these are pretty basic to make. And look at just how gorgeous. And let me get to the next one. This one is Woodland Walk Socks by This Handmade Life. And I love the design on these. It has a little bit of lace work to it. I think these socks are gorgeous. And the next one is Lacy Mock Cable Socks by Scarlet Knits. And this is another one that I think is gorgeous. I love the little cable design on this one. I'm going to have to make these soon. After I finish the peacock shawl that I want to do. I'll probably make these. And this is one thing I want to point out. Sometimes with patterns with kind of like more detail to it, you see how it blends in where you can't really see the cables when you're using like multicolored yarn like this. You don't see it as well as you do here. So those are the free knit sock patterns. And now we're going to get to the paid for sock patterns. Let me get the patterns up. Give me just a second. Okay. And this one is Galliano Socks pattern by Tracy Miller. And again, pretty cables. If y'all can't tell, I love cables. And here it is in a different color right here. Ooh, I love that pink. That's beautiful. And here it is in a blue and a green. That's a pattern that I would love to make. Like I said, I love, love, love cables. Hi, Inherited and Brenda. How are y'all doing today? And what are y'all working on? Oh, Michelle, I hope you feel better soon. And she says she's working on a baby blanket. Okay, let me get to the next pattern. This is Winter Sun Socks by Natasha Caitlin. And look at how gorgeous. I love these too. And here it is in a different, but you see how it kind of like when you use the multicolor yarn, it kind of loses the detail of the cables where you don't see it as much. That's where I find like patterns like this I find works better with like a solid color, like how it is here. I mean, that's just my opinion. But I do find you lose detail. You see like right here, it's kind of hard to see it. Ooh, blue and brown. Ooh. And here it is in like a purple and kind of a grayish kind of greenish color, I guess. But I think that pattern's gorgeous. And then the next pattern is Huggle Socks pattern. And this is by Knitting Expat Designs. And this is another pretty cable one. I love how this looks. And I love like purple and green together. I think that's such a pretty color combination. So those are the knitted patterns for socks. And oh, hi Michelle, how are you doing today? And what are you working on? And I'm going to share with y'all some of my sock makes that I've done. Um, let's see. Let me turn my green screen off again. Give me just a second. Okay. This was my first pair of socks. And these were done in #1 weighted yarn. And then this is the second pair of socks that I've made. And these, it kind of, you can't see it as well, but it kind of has like a raised stitch. But I really want to get into socks with cables. And one thing I love with socks, I always love like where the cuff and the heel and the toes, or in a different color. I love that look. Okay, let's see. Michelle says she's crocheting a top that she's hoping to finish today or tomorrow. Awesome. So now I'm gonna get into crochet sock patterns. And these are the ones I'm sharing right now are going to be free patterns. Okay, let me turn my green screen back on now. Give me just a second. Okay. Like I said, these are crochet free patterns. The first one is Rialto Ankle Socks by Hannah Cross. And look at how pretty. And all the patterns today that are being shared are all patterns that use number one weighted yarn. Okay, so the next one is Satisfaction Socks by Amy Kate Sutherland. And this one's a pretty basic sock pattern. I think it's really pretty. I love the yarn that they used. And the next pattern is Heart and Soul Socks by Amy O'Neill Hook or something like that. I always have trouble pronouncing the names. But this one looks pretty basic. Ooh, I like those colors. This one's cute too. So those are the free patterns. And now we're going to get into some paid for sock patterns. Okay. This one is the Cable Core Socks by Ala Sasha. And look how pretty cables. And I love, love, love me some cables. And here it is in a different color. And next, we have the Alice sock pattern by Yarn Over Floyd. And I love this one. I think this one's gorgeous. I love the colors. Isn't that pretty? And here it is in a different color. And here it is in green. Ooh, those would be nice for like St. Patrick's Day. And there it is with like a black and light green. And the next one is the Shorty Sock Set pattern. And it's by Yarn Over Floyd also. And this one looks like it'd be easy to make. And like I said, I always love when the cuff and the heel and the toes are done in a different color like that. So those are the sock patterns that I have for y'all. And I'm hoping that those are patterns that y'all will be interested in making. Okay, so next we're going to get into shawl patterns. And we're going to start off with the free knit shawls. So the first one is the the Malin Jenny shawl, I guess, by Wendy Neal. I think this one's gorgeous. And I love this pink right here. Look at how pretty that is. And then, ooh, that's a pretty blue. But I think I prefer the pink one. And here it is in red. This is one I want to make. So this one's on my to-do list one day. See, here it is. And but again, I find my opinion is I find this looks better in a solid color. And then the next one is let's see, Trigor by Kit DeWitt. And look at how beautiful. And that's one thing I love, love, love lace work with shawls with knitting. I think it's beautiful. The detail. And look at all the detail on this shawl. I mean, gorgeous. Okay. This one may be different. Yeah, here it is in a different color. But again, I preferred it with the solid color. Okay, and the next pattern is a Vortex Shawl. And it's by Christina McCurley. And I think I love how this looks. I think it looks cool. And here it is in different colors. Ooh, I like that yarn. There it is in like a bluish gray type color. And here it is rainbow. But isn't this beautiful? Oh, here it is in blue. And here's a green. But just gorgeous. Hi, Sylvia. How are you doing today? And what are you currently working on? We're talking about number one weighted yarn. Um, right now, I'm sharing patterns that use number one weighted yarn to give everyone ideas of different things that they can make with that type of yarn. And also, I have all the links for these patterns in the description box of the live. So if you're interested in any of them, that's where you can find the link at. Okay, so now we're going to get into the paid for shawls that are knitted. And let me pull those up. Hi, Dorla. How are you doing today? And what are you currently working on? Okay, so this is the Bryce Canyon shawl by Very Busy Monkey. And this one I think is beautiful. I love that detail. That is just gorgeous. I love that color too. Ooh, and this one, ooh, that one's gorgeous. I love this one. I really love this one, the color. And here it is in another color. Ooh, I like this color too. Oh, I gotta show this picture. A meow meow. Okay, so let's get to the next one. This one is the Solar Flare Shawl, and it's also by Very Busy Monkey. And I love this one too. I think this one's gorgeous. And here it is in brown. I love the details. And the next one is the Shawl. Shawl. And I think this one's beautiful too. And this is also by Very Busy Monkey. Very Busy Monkey makes some beautiful shawls. Ooh, that is just gorgeous. Like I said, just beautiful. Okay, so now we're getting into the free crochet patterns for shawls. And this one is Little Fictions by Corman Heffernan. And look how pretty. And like I said, all of these patterns are using #1 weighted yarn. Here's the back of it. And I love the tassels. And then next is the Lamantria shawl by Brecat Ua Brandy, something like that. I have trouble pronouncing some of these names. And look at how gorgeous. I think this one's beautiful. And next we're going to get into the paid for crochet shawl patterns. And let me know what y'all think of the patterns that I'm sharing. This one is the Seaside Shawl by Emily Truman. And this one's beautiful. I love those colors too. Let's share this. Okay. And the next one is the Balami Shawl by Sarah K. Portman. And I think this is gorgeous too. Look at that. Pretty. And I love shawls. Let me know if y'all love shawls too. And then the next one is the Cassandra shawl. And it's by Lily Go. And look at how pretty. There it is in pink, a reddish color. Ooh. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, I like that blue and white. Gorgeous. Let's see, we have Carrot Boo that joined us. And your name is Nancy, correct? Brenda saying she loves shawls. Carrot Boo says, I've never finished a shawl. Oh, I love me some shawls. So next I'm gonna share some free knitted glove patterns. And let me know if y'all are getting ideas of things that y'all can make with #1 weighted yarn. Okay, the first one is Daffodil Love Gloves. And this is by Elseline, Robin, Ward, Abel. And I think this one is beautiful. I love how it has like the little Hort cables on it. I may have to make this one day. I like those colors too. And next we have the Cranford Mitts, and it's by Jane Lithgow. And look at how pretty. And have y'all made gloves before? Or mittens? Okay, and the last one for the free patterns is Cloudburst by Arian Gray. And look at that. And I love like the lace work. Pretty. And that's the other side. So now we're going to get into the paid for knit glove patterns. Okay, first we have Mom Gloves by Elena. I'm not even going to try to say her last name. Which I love the cables on this. And like I said, I love me some cables. And here they are in pink, like a pink color. And here they are in red. And next, it's the next pattern is called Knot Nut Gloves by Let's See Klein. And I love these. I love the colors. I think that is just gorgeous. I love the pink and green together. Okay. And the last knit pattern is called Ruffle Cuff Eyelet Fingerless Gloves by Ledra Scott. And these have a lot of lace work to it. And I always love seeing the patterns in different colors. So I always love it whenever they share like more pictures on the patterns. Let's see. Dorla says she loves looking at shawls. She don't wear them too often though. Nancy says fingerless gloves were one of the first things I made, all single crochet and very basic. Nothing like these. So pretty. I love, like I said, I love cables. You'll notice I share cable patterns a lot. I love lace work. Brenda says I've made gloves and mittens. Dorla says I designed a few different crochet fingerless gloves. Sylvia says I'm making a red, white, and blue Daphne Blake inch, and I can't use number one weight because I can't see. I can't feel the thread. Yeah, that's one thing. Whenever I first started using number one weighted yarn, it feels like you're grabbing nothing. It takes a while to get used of it, and you can kind of expect to get hand cramps. But now I don't get the hand cramps like I did at first. Dorla, if you type the word drop in the chat, Nightbot will automatically drop your channel link. And this goes for anyone that wants their channel links dropped. Okay, so now we're going to get into the crochet glove patterns. And let me pull those up. Hold on a minute. Okay. Making sure I have pulled all the links up. Okay, the first one is Fiery Dragon Gauntlets by Xenia Horick. And I love this look. I think these are gorgeous. I love that dragon scale look. And the next one is Fingerless Gloves. And this is by Mayike Van Coert. And look at how pretty these are. And I tried, like I said, I tried to divide it between knitting patterns and crochet, and then free patterns and paid for patterns. But just gorgeous. So next are the paid for crochet patterns. Let me get these links up. Okay, this one is the Heart and Soul hat, gloves, and boot cuffs. And this is by Selena Baca. And she does such beautiful work with her patterns. But look at how pretty. But Selena Baca is very talented with making patterns. And actually, I learned how to crochet from Selena Baca. I had done her lessons on Craftsy, and that's how I learned. Okay. Like I said, that one kind of had a combination of patterns there. Oh, hi Angela. How are you doing today? And what are you working on? Okay, next is fingerless gloves with flower tutorial pattern. It's by Millie Monkfa. And look at how pretty these are. And I love the touch of the flower. Just gorgeous. And next is Dragon Scale Gloves by Rachel Borlow. And these I really love. Look at how pretty. And I love seeing these in all the different colors. Ooh, blue. I like that. Are y'all like me and y'all get all excited when you see all the pictures? So those are the glove patterns. Hi, Sid. How are you doing today? And what are you currently working on? Okay. Next, we're going to get into hat patterns, and we're going to start with the knitted ones. And these are the free patterns. I tried to find as many different type of patterns as I could. I could have be sharing so many more patterns, but I only have so much room in the description box. Because I mean, there's even more different ideas that you can do with number one weighted yarn. Um, so this is a pretty chilly hat sock weight by I guess Aaron Z. And look at those beautiful cables. And do y'all like making beanies? Let me know in the comments. And if anyone has questions about number one weighted yarn, please feel free to ask your questions. or if y'all have any helpful tips or information, y'all can share that in the chat too. Um, this one is Stones on the Beach Hat by Jennifer Knight. And look at the beautiful lace. You can kind of see it better there. And here it is in a different color. Ooh, I like the purple. I think that's beautiful. Let's see. Ooh, I love how it has kind of like that touch at the bottom of a different color. Okay, and the next pattern is called Swirl Hat, and it's by Mandy Harrington. And look at how pretty. I love that color combination. That would be beautiful, like in the fall. Let's see. Okay, next are the paid for hat patterns. Okay, this one is the Westminster hat, and it's by Bobby Intveld, I guess. And look at how pretty. I always have trouble pronouncing a lot of the names of the designers. Okay, this one is the Lucinda hat, and it's by Yvonne Thorson. And look at how pretty this one is. Ooh, I like that purple combination. And the fox fur palm. Okay, and the next pattern is the Desert Rose, and it's by Tamara. I'm not even going to attempt the last name, but look at how pretty. Okay. So next we're going to get into the free crochet hat patterns. So let me know whose library is filling up with more patterns after this live. Okay, let's see. This one is called Wildflower Romance, a Lace Summer Hat by Kirsten Holloway. And look at how pretty. And the next pattern is the Katrin hat by Rhonda Mull. And this looks like a fairly basic hat, but it's beautiful. I love that hat. And next is Lacy Leaves hat by Margaret Herrence. And here it is in another color. So yeah, let me know if y'all like making beanies. Sid says, I am working on a new pattern for a dolly. Ooh, nice. Yeah, the dainty looking hats are beautiful, Angela. Okay, let's see. Now we're getting into the paid for crochet hats. This one is called Prismatic Hat by Elise Crochet. And look at how pretty. And the next pattern is Climbing Vine Hat by Natalia Kanova. And look at how pretty. Oops, sorry. Okay. So next I have a baby booty crochet pattern for y'all. And this one's a free pattern. And look at how cute. And this site, um, it does initially come up as in German. So I know like on my computer there was a button that I could translate it to English. So just keep that in mind. Okay. So next we're going to get into some free blanket patterns that are knit patterns. And this one's called Baby Blue by Lynn Ann Banks. And look at the pretty cables. And then the next pattern is the fan feather Afghan for Baby by Judy Ritter. And look at how pretty. Okay. So now we're getting into some paid for knit blankets. And let me know if y'all like making blankets. Okay, this was the Heirloom Horts baby blanket by, I guess, Helene Rush. And look at how pretty. I like the little horts. And the next one is Go Go Throw Pattern by Amba O'Brien. And I love like all the different colors. I think that's beautiful. Okay. And next, wait a minute, did I show them all? Hold up a second. Yeah, I did. Okay. I got confused. Sorry. Okay, the next is some free crochet blanket patterns. And this one's called Anna Tales by Kame Crochet. And look at how beautiful. I love the detail. And the last pattern I have for y'all is Lotus Flower Blanket by Hook by Robin. And look at how beautiful. Ooh, I love that color combination. Okay, let's see. Colleen says, I love making baby blankets. I wish I could, I guess, knit that well. Okay, so those are all the patterns that I have to share with y'all. And let me know. I'm sorry. And all I'm getting sorry. Those are all the patterns that I have for y'all. And like I said, they're all linked in the description box of today's live. And I hope I shared some patterns that y'all are interested in making. And I hope y'all are enjoying the educational, informational type lives. Please let me know how y'all like this, this style of live. And if y'all have any suggestions to improve the educational lives, please let me know that too. And again, if y'all have any questions to do with number one weighted yarn, please feel free to ask. If y'all have any helpful information or tips that could help others, let me know that too. Next week, we're going to be getting into number two weighted yarn. And I'm asking that those of y'all that have used number two weighted yarn, if y'all could send pictures so I can do another video with everyone's makes. Just send them to my email, which is just another stitch 2020 at gmail.com. And it is in the description box of all my videos except my last few Monday lives. And it's also on my about page. Everyone's saying beautiful patterns. I'm glad y'all enjoyed the patterns. So anyone have any plans for today? Are y'all doing anything special? Not like I said, I plan to work on my temperature blanket, do my row, and get some crocheting done. And that's about it. Um, and deal with my cats, my little helpers. But yeah, that's pretty much it going on here. Brenda says, I'm just sewing my daughter's wedding dress. Awesome. Oh, you're almost done. I was just about to ask you how much more you had left. But yeah, I want to see if anybody has anything else they want to say before I start to wrap things up. But like I said, next week it's going to be number two weighted yarn. So make sure to get y'all pictures in for that. And I'm curious, how hot is it in y'all area right now? Here, well, my computer don't say the temperature. Oh, it's actually 89. But it's going to get hotter. It always does. Brenda says, got another fitting Wednesday and then final stitching. Ooh, awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay. Brenda says it's 84 here in New Hampshire. Yeah, I'm so ready for fall. But I guess this pretty much covers everything for today's live. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. I want to thank everyone that came to be a part of today's live. I enjoyed chatting with y'all. Oh, it's 100 where you're at, Colleen. That's hot. But yeah, I enjoyed chatting with all of y'all, and I hope y'all learned something from today's live. And I also want to thank those that will be watching on replay. And like I said, if y'all have questions, those that watch the replay, feel free to ask. And I hope everyone is having a fabulous Yorny day. Be the light, and bye.